I pick a city, I do cool stuff, I eat all the vegan food. Washington, D.C., capital of the United States, is located on the Potomac River, bordering the neighboring states of Maryland and Virginia. It's also home to iconic museums, performing arts venues, and world-class universities. Washington, D.C. is one of the most visited cities in the U.S., hosting over 20 million tourists per year. Farewell bills itself as your neighborhood bakery, diner, and bar. It's a veggie-forward, retro chic spot with all-day breakfast in a welcoming and bright environment. I opted for the carrot cake pancakes with a side of tofu scramble and some beautiful breakfast potatoes. They take pride in creating traditional comfort food with all plant-based ingredients that is satisfying for vegans and non-vegans alike. Established in 1927 by an act of Congress, the National Arboretum aims to increase the aesthetic, environmental, and economic importance of landscape and ornamental plants. The expansive, picturesque 446-acre property makes for an inspiring and visually captivating visit any time of the year. You can't drop into the Arboretum and not make the trek up to see the National Capitol columns. 22 Corinthian columns that supported the east portico of the U.S. Capitol when it was built in 1828. The National Arboretum is a great place to escape, meditate, and become one with nature. At the National Portrait Gallery, you get to experience portraiture beyond the frame. The mission of the gallery is to tell the story of America by portraying the people who shaped the nation's history, development, and culture. The museum features a wonderful courtyard and a great collection of contemporary and historic art. The collections represent artists, politicians, scientists, inventors, activists, and performers of remarkable character and achievement that help to form our national identity. The portraits are stunning and incredible and extraordinary. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial is majestic in size and scope. It covers 4 acres and each part of the memorial is significant and symbolic. The entrance is framed by 2 massive granite stones that symbolize the Mountain of Despair. A 450-foot crescent-shaped granite inscription wall includes 14 quotes highlighting Dr. King's ideals of peace, democracy, justice, and love. The Stone of Hope is the focal point for the memorial and is inscribed with the line from Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. Every detail of this memorial is impressive, intentional, and inspiring. New Vegan Cafe is a family-owned business whose purpose is to serve delicious vegan food that stirs the soul. Food options range from cold raw sides to hot, warm, delicious entrees. This afternoon, I opt for the Salisbury steak with gravy and onions and peppers served over rice. New Vegan is your comfort food headquarters with the tastiest options in DC. Centrally located, the Wharf is DC's waterfront destination that boasts 3 hotels, a 6,000-foot music venue, and over 50 shops and restaurants. Throughout the year, it hosts vibrant festivals, events, and free outdoor concerts. It's a nice getaway within the city, featuring spectacular views of the Potomac. Stop in at the Wharf for a few hours, and you won't even remember you're in the nation's capital. The National Gallery of Art was founded as a gift to the nation and features a collection of paintings, sculpture, photographs, prints, and drawings that span the history of Western art. The West Building houses works from the 11th through the 19th century and are exhibited by period and national origin. The East Building houses a collection of modern and contemporary art as well as temporary exhibitions. The Sculpture Garden is a 6-acre oasis in the heart of the city that features large-scale works of modern sculpture. DC is a museum paradise, and this is as good as it gets. The Lincoln Memorial honors the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. There are 36 columns representing the number of states at the time of Lincoln's death. The statue of Lincoln itself weighs 175 tons. To the left of the statue is Lincoln's Gettysburg Address speech. To the right is Lincoln's second inaugural address given months before his death. The majestic memorial stands at the west end of the National Mall and is visited by millions of tourists each year. Washington, D.C. boasts the second largest subway system in the United States and is the most efficient way to get around the nation's capital. The 5 rail lines are named for colors: red, yellow, blue, green, and orange. Many of the stations are examples of late 20th century modern architecture with their heavy use of exposed concrete, indirect lighting, vaulted ceilings, and repetitive design motifs. My hometown has the best subway system hands down. Busboys and Poets is so much more than a restaurant. It's the perfect combination of art and activism in a full-service restaurant, bar, coffee shop, and bookstore. I start out with 2 appetizers, Brussels sprouts and vegan chicken nuggets. Vegan chicken stir fry is my main entree. Soy chicken, snow peas, baby carrots, shiitake mushrooms, red onions, and brown rice tossed in a delectable, delicious ginger sesame sauce. You know I have to have dessert. This cheesecake is the perfect way to end my meal. Busboys and Poets is a place that feeds your mind, your body, and your soul. As incredible and breathtaking as they are during the day, the monuments of the nation's capital are even more spectacular at night. Day 2 in DC, more places to see, more vegan food to eat. South Block features raw juices, smoothies, and light fare. Their mission is to build healthier communities, one person, one community, one block at a time. This morning I opted for the Mermaid Bowl. Pineapple juice, bananas, mangoes blended, topped with granola, blueberry, strawberry, and coconut. I paired with a banana toast, banana, almond butter, granola, and cinnamon. I wash it down with a renewed juice, carrot, apple, beet, kale, lemon, and ginger. At South Block, their motto is to count colors, not calories. Jones Point Park is one of the most unique and scenic parks in America. Situated under and around the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, the park features a community garden, 2 basketball courts, 2 playgrounds, 2 fishing piers, a canoe launch, bike paths, and the historic Jones Point Lighthouse. A commemorative stone marks the spot where the district's original boundary was drawn. Jones Point is a great spot to rest, relax, and reflect. The National Museum of African American History and Culture is a place where all Americans can learn about the richness and diversity of the African American experience and how it helped shape us as a nation. Exhibits showcase African American contributions in the areas of art, literature, politics, painting, music, sports, poetry, education, and culture. The museum explores what it means to be American and how American values like resiliency, optimism, and spirituality are reflected in the African American experience. This museum is exceptional, compelling, and comprehensive. One visit is not nearly enough. The United States Air Force Memorial honors the service and heritage of the women and men of the United States Air Force. The 3 stainless steel spires reach a height of 402 feet above sea level. Granite walls contain inscriptions describing the valor and values of aviation pioneers. This memorial is beautiful, unique, and touching. For nearly 100 years, Union Station has been the gateway to the nation's capital as a transportation hub and leisure destination where visitors can enjoy shopping, entertainment, and a variety of international food. This beautiful, historic building is one of a kind. True Food Kitchen offers vegetarian, vegan, and health-conscious global fare in a casual and trendy environment. I start off with the butternut squash soup. It's creamy and delicious and warm. My main entree is the Ancient Grains Bowl. Miso sesame glaze, sweet potato, turmeric, charred onion, snap peas, grilled portobello mushrooms, avocado, and tofu. The squash pie, topped with coconut whipped cream, seems to be the perfect ending. True Food Kitchen is nothing short of amazing. Rediscovering my hometown as a vegan was a phenomenal experience. I learned a lot and I ate well. Thank you, DC.